So if you're a leader, you're hearing it everywhere, right? You've got to start using AI in your project management. But the big question is how? How do you do it in a way that's smart, responsible, and actually effective? Well, that's exactly what we're going to tackle today. We're building an actionable policy blueprint to guide you through that exact challenge.
And this quote right here from a project manager who's in the trenches, it just hits the nail on the head. We have to understand that the AI revolution isn't just about plugging in some fancy new software. Nope, it is a massive opportunity, a call to action really, to completely rethink how we work, how we build, and how we lead.
And believe me, the results of this rethinking are already here, and they are powerful. Get this. A massive 68% of professionals are reporting that AI-driven transformation has improved their on-time delivery. They're hitting deadlines more consistently than ever.
But it's not just about being faster, it's also about being better. 61% are seeing a real, tangible improvement in the quality of their project outputs. We're talking fewer errors, better outcomes, and you know what that means? More value delivered.
And here's the number that's going to make every leader's ears perk up. A really significant 38% have seen their overall project management cost go down. Better, faster, and cheaper. That's the promise.
So the takeaway here is crystal clear. This AI project revolution isn't some sci-fi concept from the future. It is happening right now, and it is delivering very real, very measurable results across the board.
But you know how it goes. With great power comes, well, great problems. These incredible new capabilities don't come with some serious risks. And for every amazing benefit, there's a hidden challenge that, as a leader, you absolutely must understand and plan for. So let's pull back the curtain on these problems.
The first, and honestly the most critical risk, is something we've known in tech forever: garbage in, garbage out. Think of your AI as a super powerful engine. Well, that engine runs on data, and if you feed it junk, poor quality, inconsistent, or incomplete information, you're just going to get bad results, only now you'll get them at lightning speed.
And this isn't just a theory. The data proves it. Professionals are rating their own data quality as mixed to negative when it comes to both completeness and consistency. You know, as one analyst put it, if you just digitize a broken manual process, all you've done is create a broken digital process. You're just replicating the same old gaps and silos. And that is a huge policy challenge.
Then you've got the human side of the equation. So many organizations adopt the rituals of agile management, the daily stand-ups, the retrospectives, but they completely fail to change the underlying culture. This creates a really weird paradox called performative agile. It's like you're just going through the motions. And the very tools that are meant to cut down on bureaucracy, they actually end up adding more of it.
And this right here illustrates a massive problem: the policy gap. You can see there's a huge emphasis on things like social responsibility. 71% in the public sector say it's a focus. That's great. But then you look at the practical implementation, and it's tiny in comparison. There's a huge disconnect between having a responsible AI policy on paper and actually putting it into practice on the ground.
Okay, so we've seen the incredible potential, but we've also seen the very real risks. The question is, what do you, as a leader or a policymaker, actually do about it? How do you respond? Well, let's build our blueprint.
An effective, responsible AI policy really stands on 3 core pillars. It's actually that simple. Number 1, you have to build a rock-solid data foundation. Number 2, you have to empower your people with the right skills. And number 3, you have to lead the whole thing with a clear, human-centric purpose.
Let's start with that first pillar, because it is absolutely non-negotiable: your data foundation. This means putting in the work to create strong governance frameworks. You have to ensure your data is accurate, consistent, complete, and timely. Because without that solid rock to build on, any AI initiative is basically built on sand. It's just going to crumble.
This quote just perfectly sets us up for our second pillar: empowering your people. At the end of the day, technology is a tool. It's there to support your team, not the other way around. So the real question becomes, how do you get your people ready to use these incredibly powerful new tools effectively?
Well, the answer is you need a structured plan. And a digital skills taxonomy like this is an amazing policy tool. It literally maps out the specific skills your team needs, from basic data literacy all the way up to strategic digital leadership. Think of it as a roadmap for building the human capabilities to match your technological ambitions.
And that brings us right to our third pillar: leading with purpose. Look, this isn't just about having a nice vision statement. It's about creating a culture that can actually make it happen.
You can see the impact of leadership style right here. More flexible local authorities? They're reporting a 56% improvement in leadership effectiveness. Compare that to only 40% in more rigid central government bodies. Purposeful leadership breaks down those old hierarchies and truly bridges the gap between the tech and the people.
And that leadership has to be smart and tailored. A one-size-fits-all policy just won't cut it. Just look at the data. Support for these tools is sky high in construction, 81%. But it's much, much softer in education, down at 53%. A truly effective leader understands their own sector's unique context, its challenges, and its readiness for change.
All right, we've covered a lot of ground. We've seen the potential, we've stared the risks in the face, and we've laid out the policy pillars. Let's boil this all down into your immediate next steps for building a truly future-ready organization.
So here it is, your policy checklist. It's 3 simple, powerful steps. First, establish robust data governance. Fix your data. Second, invest in a digital skills taxonomy. Fix your skills gap. And third, foster purposeful, human-centric leadership. Fix your culture. That's the playbook.
At the end of the day, AI is here. It is fundamentally reshaping the entire world of project management. That's not up for debate. The only question that's left for every single leader is this: will you just react to that change, or will you be its architect?